So I am at day 2 for eating for your blood type. I feel like it's going really well. I felt like I slept well. I definitely woke up hungry. Um, which, after what I told you guys yesterday about how much I ate, I was bound to be hungry. I wish I could report that I did a better job of eating today, but I still haven't gone to the grocery store, y'all. Or now I really don't go to the grocery store. I usually order my food online. So I started going through and ordering things um, because one of the things that I'm finding challenging is looking online to find processed foods that I can already eat, because the book does an amazing job of giving you the raw foods and the raw spices that you can eat, but at the same time, it's really truly hard to necessarily find some of the things that they say that you're allowed to eat. I'm not doubtful, but I am just really struggling with that right now. And I'm pretty sure the more I do it, the easier it will be. And another thing, in case you're wondering, because my husband brought this up to me today, because he's like, oh my gosh, you have to change so much. I'm just curious, did they have enough African American people in their studies and different things like that to determine how this is going to work, because we are all different. And I want to show you guys something in the book, because they do kind of address it. Have these amazing lists, which I discovered you can find the list of what you can eat, what you should eat, not what you can't eat, because you can eat whatever you want. But it shows you what is good for you, what is going to help boost your metabolism and different things like that to help you lose weight. It shows you foods that are neutral that you should just eat because of the nourishment of it, and it definitely shows you foods that you should avoid. But what I wanted to show you is that on here it shows, and this is dealing with like seafood. I just picked a real general one that has it. So on here it has the seafood, and then it has the portion, and then it shows like if you're African, Caucasian, or Asian. And I know it seems like that's very like generic and extremely simplified, but if you read in the book, they show that we may think that we're like extremely different as a person, as a people, when it comes to race and different things like that, but it's more consistent of your blood type. Not saying that Native Americans are not included in this. I don't want to give too much of the book away, but it talks about how we all as a people stem from Africa and have gone in these different ways, in these different directions around the world. So that's kind of how they explain it. But I just want to make sure that I make that clear, because certain things that I may need to eat. Oh, and it breaks it down as a woman as well. So it also breaks that down from that perspective. And if you're a very lean person and you're very healthy and you have all these muscles, they talk about how it can fluctuate for you in that capacity as well. I will say, with it being day 2, I was 184 when I started yesterday. And this morning, when I weighed myself, I was 182, like in point something, like 4 or 5 or whatever. But I'm assuming that it's not necessarily because I've been eating within my blood type. I think that occurred today just because of the simple fact of the caloric intake that I had on yesterday was so low. and it didn't change for me today. So this morning I broke my fast a little bit early because my kids cook on Saturday. And so I had 1 cup of coffee, and I put my turmeric, my normal teaspoon of turmeric in there. But today I only had 1 tablespoon, or yeah, teaspoon. It was a teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of creamer. So that's a little bit different than what I normally do, because like I told you guys, I do intermittent fasting and I normally don't eat breakfast. So I usually have my Carnation Good Start in it. But today I ate 3 pieces of bacon. That was my breakfast for today. Because my kids made cinnamon rolls and they made eggs. Now, granted, we can, if you are O positive, you can have eggs, but it's suggested that you eat cage-free eggs, which I don't normally buy. I normally buy, like any other mom, probably the cheapest eggs that I can find at Walmart. So so those are the eggs that we have, but definitely on our next grocery list, I will be incorporating free range eggs for myself. My goal in life, I never like have my kids or force my kids to choose a certain diet or different things like that. I just allow them to, they watch me on the journey, and I try to do my best to show them and exemplify for them a good role model on just trying to eat what is good for you. Which leads to me to why I don't really have anything to eat. Because I know some of y'all are like, Dad, what she got in her refrigerator and in her cabinets? Like, is it just all processed foods and, you know, a whole bunch of junk and this, that, and the third? No. You guys, it is not. A lot of I don't, even though with being O positive, I've learned that I'm supposed to eat meat. Like, I don't really eat that much meat, and when I do, like, I'm eating it in a soup, or I'm eating it you know, like baked chicken or fried chicken. I love fried chicken, which is something that I can't have right now because of the flour. But I'm finding it challenging, because some of those things that I love to eat and that, you know, I'm thinking I'm doing my body a service, I discovered that I'm not doing my body a service. So like, I have all these oranges and I have all of these strawberries, because that was our fruit for this week, because we rotated every 2 weeks. So I'm not buying watermelon until next week. And then I love cantaloupe. And you guys, I discovered that I can't have cantaloupe. Well, I can have it, but it suggests that it's one of the fruits that I should avoid. So it was very shocking to me. And I do, you know what I could have had for snack today? Dad, I just thought about it. I have pineapples in there, but they're canned pineapples, and I love fresh pineapple. But I could have eaten a pineapple, because pineapple is one of the things that we could have eaten. But that wasn't what I had ate today. So as I'm rambling, as you guys discovered that I tend to do. So that was my breakfast. And then for lunch, I'm not gonna even lie, like I said, I barely eat any meat, but like, I love ramen noodles. I was looking at the ramen noodle package. I was taking a chance, y'all. I was taking a chance. I was like, maybe I can have ramen noodles. No, couldn't eat the ramen noodles. And I know some of y'all like, of course you couldn't eat the ramen noodles, it's noodles. I still tried. I was thinking, because certain foods are made certain ways, and I was just hoping and wishing and praying that I could have ramen noodles, but I couldn't. So I had honey roasted deli meat. I had 3 ounces of it, and I had 2 slices of Havarti cheese, which, and I know you're gonna say, I thought you said we can't have milk products. I thought you said we can't have stuff that come from a cow. Well, the diet is a little bit more complex than that. So I looked it up, and Havarti cheese is one of my favorite cheeses anyway. And so I have that in my refrigerator. And I looked it up, and it falls under, it's like one of the mozzarella and the lines of cheese. So it kind of goes along with that, which we can have mozzarella cheese. So I was very excited about that. So I was able to have the 2 slices of Havarti cheese with the honey roasted turkey. And I have to double check to see if we're allowed to have honey. But nevertheless, I don't think it was a lot that would cause me to really mess up the diet in any circumstance. But I had that, and then I had my Terra chips, because remember I told you I had my Terra chips that I can eat. So that was my lunch, and I drank water with my lunch, which I've cut back a lot with drinking soda. Usually water and tea and coffee. So that's what I primarily drink. Every once in a while I might have a soda. And for those of you all that like my husband's side of the family who call it pop, every now and again I'll have one of those. But I really don't desire it. Nevertheless, you guys, I get so excited when I'm talking to y'all because I'm learning so many things about myself that I start rambling. Okay, around 5 o'clock or so, I began to get hungry again, which I was not expecting that it would, because I ate lunch like around 1 o'clock. And considering that I ate lunch at 1 and I didn't eat that much, I was not expecting to not be hungry sooner. But I wasn't. And I got hungry like around 5 o'clock, and then I ate like a cup and a half of green grapes. And then I ate just not even a whole handful of the Terra chips, but just a little bit more of the chips because I was still like kind of hungry. And sorry, excuse me. I cooked dinner, and for dinner, everybody had I made hamburgers and French fries with asparagus. I know that doesn't seem like it goes together, but I was trying to find something that I can eat, and the asparagus is something that I can eat. So I did use a little bit of black pepper in making the hamburger patties because it was for everybody. So I'll see how these little things that are on the avoid list that I'm putting in, I don't know how that will affect me. I guess as we go, we'll see. But I did put a little pepper because I like cayenne pepper, but I thought it would be too spicy for the kids. So I didn't want to do that, and I didn't want to take a chance on it because it's something new. And I made everybody that. And so I had a hamburger patty for myself with onion on top, and I drizzled a little bit of mustard on the top. And I had the asparagus with it. And that was my dinner. So if you were kind of going along with me with what I ate, you probably already know that I did not meet the number of calories that I was supposed to eat today, which is 1,300 calories. So I don't think my weight loss, if there's any in these 10 days, I don't know how to judge it. I don't know how to range it, because if I'm not eating enough, I don't know how to determine whether I am losing the weight because I have changed my diet, or because of the fact that I'm doing something that, anybody who wants to lose weight needs to do. So that I really can't determine. But it's only day 2. So, hey, you're on this journey with me, and I appreciate you sticking it out with me. So as I said, this morning when I weighed myself, I was 182 point, I think it was, I can't remember what that point was, you guys. So I lost 2 pounds. And I just want to say that in going through this, like, I am really truly interested and excited about this journey. And what it made me realize is that as I discover foods that I am able to eat, like being able to put a name with a brand of food that I can eat, I will, if you are on this journey with me and you are O positive and you say, hey, you know what, I think I want to try this, I am definitely going to be posting it, because trying to find the foods that are pre-made and processed that we can eat and being O positive has been somewhat challenging. There's recipes in the book, there's all these wonderful things, but let's face it, as a mother of three, as a wife, the time that it takes to try to prepare my own personal food and then prepare food for my family, because oh, this is going to be a doozy. There's a chance that my kids and my husband are a different blood type. So I don't even know if I would be preparing the proper foods for them. So I'm really just trying to focus on myself and what am I supposed to eat. But I know my other mothers and just busy parents out there, it can be a challenge. So as I find different things that we can eat that is packaged, like the Terra chips, which have been a lifesaver for me these past 2 days, because it's giving me something to feel like I'm snacking like everybody else at times. And I'm a snacker, that I can enjoy and just enjoy food. Because let me tell you something, I miss dessert. I'm like, I have to find an O positive dessert. There has to be something out here that we can eat. And I am determined to find it, because when you're working this hard and doing what you're supposed to do every day, there should be some kind of treat for you. And I'm telling you, you need to find a way to treat you. Because when you're doing this and being on day 2, and if you don't have groceries like me, that can be a challenge, because the struggle is real. And as I was saying earlier, and what I have in my refrigerator, oh my gosh, I'm like, I have cauliflower, can't eat it. I have my soups, which is like chicken enchilada. It has corn. It has all of these different things that I cannot eat. A simple chicken noodle soup. I cannot have the pasta right now. So, like I said, I don't want to focus on what I can't have. So I'm trying not to think about that. And I think that is the key on this journey. I say, like today, when I was eating, I said, even though it wasn't completely what I desired to eat fully, I said, you know what? I'm doing something to work with my body. I am doing something to show my temple that I want to work accordingly with you. I am your teammate. We are working together. If I take care of you, you will take care of me. I've been using this time to just really pray and meditate and ask God, like, to continue to give me guidance. Because what I didn't talk about yesterday, and which I will go into, I sought the Lord because I was believing that there was something going on in my body that wasn't right. And the Lord was like, and he broke it down. Like at first it started out, stop drinking sodas. And then he hit me where it hurt. Y'all, he was like, no bread. And I'm like, what? No bread? I love my bread. Okay, God, no bread. Right? And then it was like, no sugar. What? No sugar? Like, not a Snickers, not any kind of candy? Because y'all all love candy. And it was like, no. And I did that for a month. And I know you saying, well, if you did that for a month, then Why are you still having these issues? Why are you still doing this? Because I was disobedient. And yeah, I thought I was living my best life. I was down 20 something pounds and feeling great. And I've kept a lot of it off. But he's prepared me, I believe, for this moment in this book. And this journey is going to be something awesome. And I just really truly thank you all for being on this journey with me and sharing it with me. Please comment below if you are already doing this diet and you are O positive. Please, pretty please, because I'm on day 2, if you can please put items in the comment box that are already made that I can go and purchase, that is not gonna cost me a kidney, I'd appreciate it. So, you guys, it was fun talking to you today. Hopefully it gets easier tomorrow, but I'm telling you, it will be interesting because for the first time in trying this, I'm going over to my sister-in-law's house tomorrow, and that's where we spend our Sundays. Now, excuse me, I am ready to go to bed already. The thing is, because I didn't tell y'all what time. So I didn't talk for a grip, but it's 9:04 now. The good thing is that she's on the paleo diet. And the paleo diet is close. So if you're O positive and you've already been doing the paleo diet and you found some awesome results, it's probably because that is the diet that works best for us. So I am not that worried about tomorrow, but I'm kind of worried because the diet goes beyond the paleo. So there's certain things that even it says on the paleo diet you can eat, like cashews, that I cannot. So, or that is, I'm trying to change my wording. Not I cannot, but it is suggested that I avoid. So that's the key. And yes, I will be taking my book tomorrow because it just makes it so much easier in going through this to be able to have my book and just flip through and look at everything that it says that I can eat, that is neutral, that is avoidable, and the amount that I should be eating it, versus trying to find it. Even though on Pinterest there is you can go on Pinterest. I love Pinterest, and just there's floods of information to show the different diets for the different blood types. You guys, I just want to say again, thank you. I can't thank y'all enough because this is really keeping me accountable. I don't see you, but deep down, I feel that I do. You're really with me, especially when you comment below. Tell me if you're going on this journey, or you've been on this journey, or you're doing it and you've changed your life habits. Please, please, please share, because I would love to know. You all have an awesome day or awesome evening whenever you're watching this video. And please comment, and follow. Have a great day.